As he was staring at the dilapidated rooftop, a strange object suddenly appeared. When he cautiously reached out, he realized it was wriggling. The man gripped it tightly and pulled, and out came a huge rat. Almost immediately, the roof started to collapse, and a flood of rats poured out, engulfing him. He struggled desperately in the mass of rodents, but just as suddenly, they vanished. It had all been a nightmare. The man's name was Matthew, a cemetery caretaker who exploited his position to steal from graves. Cemeteries and burial grounds hide the most treasures, layers of earth covering ancient tombs, holding secrets of saints, nobles, and ordinary people alike. To rats, worms, and snakes, these treasures are just food, but to humans, they are priceless rewards. Matthew had fallen deep into gambling debt and relied on grave robbing to make a living one day. Two young tomb raiders targeted the coffin of a 19-year-old girl, but as soon as they climbed up, they ran into Matthew, who threatened them with a weapon, demanding they hand over their loot. After the two fled in defeat, Matthew turned and jumped into the cemetery. He carried pliers to specifically target gold teeth. Though he was lucky enough to find half a gold tooth, he dropped it into the coffin. When he reached down to retrieve it, something bit him. Looking closer, he saw a large black rat. Because the cemetery was infested, Matthew didn't dwell on it. He abandoned the half-tooth. This failure meant he couldn't pay back his debt on time. His creditor warned him. He had only 1 week to settle, or he wouldn't just be a grave robber. He'd be the robbed. Perhaps by some mercy of fate, Matthew got incredibly lucky. A wealthy ship captain had recently died and was to be buried in his cemetery. The captain's mouth was full of gold teeth, and he also had medals and a royal sword. Priceless treasures. Watching the fortune about to fall into his hands, Matthew couldn't help but smile. But at that moment, he was caught by the captain's wife.